A lot of exciting ideas are being talked about thanks to WWE and TNA partnership, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also see what's new for the New Day, Charlotte Flair, and more. Starting things off with the latest news coming from both WWE and TNA. Both companies announced a major two-way multi-year partnership with each other. We saw WWE and TNA basically go through a test run with their partnership in 2024. Joe Henry and Jordynne Grace were the two TNA stars that had big crossover programs in WWE. And WWE sent over several stars to TNA as well during 2024, but we, the fans, didn't have all the details on how exactly that 2024 partnership worked and what it included. Well, WWE and TNA just gave us all the details for this new partnership with each other. In this joint statement, they revealed that this is not only for 2025, but it's a multi-year agreement to partner up for the long haul. So it's an extremely long term, and that's exciting because now, when a star crosses over to the opposite company to compete for their title, maybe they actually have a shot of winning the other company's title now. It's a long-term agreement, so maybe they can take the title, appear on both shows, and really build up the hype there. So that's the significant part. With the 2024 crossover title matches, sure, there was excitement, but you were probably sitting there thinking to yourself that there's no way that they take the NXT World title and put it on a TNA star. But now with this agreement being locked in for multiple years, now it looks like, who knows, maybe they could sprinkle in a few crazy title-changing moments throughout the next few years. A big confusing detail about this partnership is that some fans are understanding it as literally a WWE and TNA partnership, meaning TNA stars can appear on WWE main roster brands and the biggest WWE premium live events. And maybe they could do that, maybe they'll surprise everyone, but carefully reading through the partnership statement, the partnership is pretty much a TNA and NXT partnership. The statement says that stars from TNA and NXT will cross over and be a part of weekly television programming for both companies, and could make appearances at TNA pay-per-view events and select WWE premium live events, but it doesn't really make any mention of Raw or Smackdown. So despite it being advertised as a WWE and TNA partnership, it looks like it's strictly an NXT and TNA partnership. A lot of fans are going wild with all their big crossover dreams. Joe Henry being in the Royal Rumble is one of those popular dreams, but looking at the details of the statement, it looks like select WWE premium live events they're referring to is strictly just NXT's premium live events. It appears that the bigger main roster WWE events are not included in this partnership, but then again, they did have Jordynne Grace at the 2024 Royal Rumble, so never say never. And speaking of those big crossover possibilities, there's been two men, two legends in the industry that have been doing a lot of talking about crossing over recently, and that's Matt and Jeff Hardy. The Hardys are legends in TNA, legends in WWE, legends all across the board. Their 2017 WWE return is still locked in as one of the greatest returns ever, but unfortunately that run ended very anticlimactically for the both of them. Matt's contract quietly expired and he went to AEW, and then Jeff was released a few years after that for an incident. But both brothers have been claiming that their relationship with WWE is great, and how they even filmed some content for an upcoming WWE special. Matt and Jeff are signed to TNA, but with the partnership now in play, that has fans really hoping that we see another brief run from the Hardys in WWE, even if it is a brief one in NXT. How the partnership works with the main roster is still a big question mark, but all TNA stars have access to appear on NXT. So that means a Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy appearance in NXT is extremely likely. That would be amazing because it's still technically the Hardys back inside a WWE ring, and some of the young teams in NXT would have a great opportunity to work with some legends. Jeff Hardy even took it a bit further and pitched a big singles WWE return for himself. Jeff Hardy said that he's really stuck on the idea of doing something again with CM Punk. Jeff said that he still hears fans giving him compliments for his feud with CM Punk from the early 2010s. And that's why if he ever got another WWE singles feud, he wants it to be against CM Punk. But Jeff's big twist is that he wants to be a big heel of the feud and wants CM Punk to be the big hero babyface, which of course is the complete opposite of when they last met inside the WWE ring. And again, no one really knows how much of the main roster is included in this partnership, but even if CM Punk comes to NXT one week to visit, maybe Jeff Hardy can confront him there. But that's such a big crossover feud that it just seems like both companies would want it to be on a bigger stage than just NXT television, so you never know. The Hardys have also been very vocal about their interest in wanting to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. So maybe that partnership could include a Hall of Fame induction for the Hardys, if WWE wants to go in that direction. Now let's get into everything related to the New Day, because it's been a while since we've checked in with them on WrestlingWorldCC. The New Day has not competed on television ever since the big heel turning moment took place with Big E. Over the last few weeks, the New Day has been getting rejected by the locker room, being forced to change in janitor rooms. Kofi's own mother is not speaking to him. The live crowds at Raw will not let them speak, and just no one is giving them the time of the day at all. Now, where the confusion kicks in for the story is due to the fact that there's been several canceled directions for the New Day and their return to the ring. A few weeks ago, there was a backstage segment where the New Day challenged Rey Mysterio to a tag team match with a partner of Rey's choosing. There was a lot of hype there. Everyone thought that it would be Penta's debut, but the tag team match was quietly canceled and never saw the light of day. Then it looked like we were setting up Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio, but that was quietly scrapped as well. WWE is now advertising the New Day to return to in-ring action on January 20th, but they're still not revealing who the New Day will face. But based off their advertisements, it's safe to assume that it'll be a tag team match where both Kofi and Xavier will be in action. We can also expect to potentially hear some new theme music either for this return match or in the coming weeks, because they already established that Kofi and Xavier now hate the New Day's original music. And that's very understandable. The New Day's original theme song is great, but it no longer fits the New Day's new personas. So we can absolutely expect a new theme change for them any day now, and hopefully it's just as good as their old music. So the heel turn was definitely needed for the New Day. They were a great babyface team, but it was time for a change and a breath of fresh air. And you can tell Kofi and Xavier are loving it. They're switching up their looks, they're just fully leaning into it. This is the real first time that the both of them have portrayed heels in WWE. So you can tell they're loving it and it's all new to them. So their journey back to the top of the tag team division, and maybe some potential involvement again from Big E down the line, has fans very excited for that story. WrestleVotes reports that they're hearing rumblings that Charlotte Flair will be Tiffany Stratton's WrestleMania 41 opponent for the title. This is a very popular matchup that's been anticipated and expected by fans dating back to last summer, and now it looks like the pieces are coming together that makes this match seem very likely and possible for WrestleMania 41. So if that's the rumblings, it looks like it all but confirms a SmackDown return for Charlotte. And maybe she will win one of the big events on the road to WrestleMania to earn this opportunity. Whether that's winning the Royal Rumble or winning the Elimination Chamber, it seems like Charlotte could end up earning that title match in one of those major ways. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.